Alrighty, guys. So we had a big event over the weekend, and I know that just again, I made a whole segment about how I record the podcast and why, in other words, why this news I'm reporting on it a little bit late, but still wanted to talk about it with you guys because it's a lot. But we got D23 Brazil, and there was a surprising amount of news that was revealed. And we'll talk about all the Marvel stuff. We'll definitely talk about all the Marvel stuff. But wanted to start out here with a little bit of Star Wars news. Andor. So Andor is, I think, arguably the highest, most well-received critically out of anything Star Wars has done, basically, since the sequel trilogy has started, even compared to Rogue One, which it obviously spawned from. And I love Rogue One. But I think that, Andor was definitely, at least in the TV shows that Star Wars has done, it's definitely been the most well-received. And it was really the grounded political thriller that, Star Wars never knew it needed. It was great. And, I personally... I've only seen it once, and I think that the first time I saw it, I kind of saw it in spurts here and there, and so I didn't get a full appreciation of the series, but I think that, it did some things incredibly well. Stellan Skarsgård's monologue, right, towards the, I think towards the end of the series, the first season was just amazing. Some of the space battles were great too, like when Stellan Skarsgård's character was flying away, and we get a deeper appreciation for the rebellion and the kind of the brewing unrest within the Empire in between episodes 3 and 4, which is great. I think that that's awesome. So we knew that Andor season 2 was coming. This would be the final season, and now we have just a couple of details that honestly, one thing that we didn't know, but we generally knew, and one thing that we knew for sure that had just been confirmed officially. So the first thing we knew for sure is that Andor season 2 will be 12 episodes. Great. I think season 1 was also 12 episodes, and I think that they did an interesting thing where they did pods of 3, I believe, so 4 different storylines in pods of 3 episodes each, and they're going to do something similar here. This is something that we had also heard before, and it was now officially confirmed at D23, and it is that every 3 episodes is going to be its own storyline, whether or not it's continuous, like basically just a continuous storyline, or whether or not it takes place over a couple months, I don't know, but every 3 episodes is going to take place basically over a year of Cassian's life, and then the whole season is going to take place basically over 4 years. So that's exciting. That's interesting, I should say, because maybe, it has potential to work. It has potential to kind of be gimmicky or whatever. I don't know. It just depends on how they execute it. But based on season 1, and it's Tony Gilroy coming back again to run the show. So I think it's going to be great. I think it's just interesting and a little bit of a different twist on how you format a season of television. So we'll see about that. But the other piece of confirmation is that Andor season 2 is coming sooner than I thought, honestly. I thought maybe we were heading for late 2025. We just hadn't heard anything about it for a long time. Andor Season 2 is going to launch on April 25th, 2025. April 22nd, 2025. That is soon. That is, soon relatively speaking, but that is, it's closer than Thunderbolts, and Thunderbolts has gotten 2 full-length trailers. And obviously shows and movies market differently, but just as a point of comparison, right? It's coming soon. And so I'm very interested to see how they're going to roll this out, what the marketing is going to look like, what the show is the season's even going to be about. Is K2SO going to show up for a lot of it? Mads Mikkelsen as Galen Erso. Obviously, Krennic is coming back. What's his role going to be in it? Moff Tarkin? Like all these different things, because it's not like other Star Wars shows where it's going to be like, oh, who's going to show up? Is Luke going to show up in Mandalorian season 3? It's not like that. Where, yeah, it makes some sense, but, the show should be about Mandalorian. But this is a show about the rebellion. Mon Mothma was a main character in the first season, and so I'm very interested, to see how the characters from Rogue One, characters like, original trilogy characters like Bail Organa, for example, how they're going to, start to integrate themselves into season 2. I'm very interested to see how the first season connects to the second season, and then also how the second season connects to Rogue One, which, by the way, I've done a rewatch of all the Star Wars films. So Rogue One is my second favorite. I love Rogue One. It's so good, and I can't wait. I can't wait. So, guys, let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. Are you excited for Andor season 2, or do you think that it's going to be maybe a step down from season 1? We'll have to see, but let me know what you think in the comments down below.